There are complicated reasons led to the stock rise and fall, which is beyond our control. It's a very complicated thing, especially if there is a short-selling mechanism in the US.
Welcome back, friends, for one more update from the world of EV stocks. In case you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you live in the United States, you can get 2 free shares worth up to $1,850 just by following the link in the description. Now enjoy the rest of the video.
Quality growth stocks coming under attack from short sellers or stock manipulators is nothing new in the US. And currently, since there is a slight negative sentiment around some of the Chinese stocks, thanks to US-China geopolitical tensions, we think many short sellers are using the opportunity to target stocks like NIO, and create a sense of panic amongst investors. What we are currently witnessing in the price movements of NIO stock in the recent days is completely abnormal. NIO just officially confirmed their deal with Sinopec, and they will go on to rapidly expand their infrastructure at Sinopec's facilities over the coming months. We also learned that Ford made a new deal with NIO to use NIO's charging infrastructure in China. In spite of such amazing game-changing developments, NIO stock has largely remained under downward pressure in the recent days. Some of the earliest investors of the NIO stock would remember that NIO was similarly under attack from the short sellers in the early 2020 as well. We'll take a look at a clip regarding the topic from none other than NIO's CEO Li Bin, and hopefully that will give some peace of mind to most of you NIO investors.
There are complicated reasons led to the stock rise and fall, which is beyond our control. It's a very complicated thing, especially if there is a short-selling mechanism in the US.
But you speak of the challenges in the US. Meanwhile, the Chinese government is trying to attract the top technology companies to list on domestic exchanges. Is that something you would consider?
Now the
Shanghai Tech Board is still at an early stage. We need to look into its regulations, which is also very complicated. We will consider overseas investors' interests.
So the money that you have from this partnership in China, you think will be enough to last you through the rest of the year?
Broadly speaking, we would like to connect the US and Chinese capital markets. NIO has raised funding from global investors. We haven't raised any RMB funding, but most of the funding are US dollar. Through the entity NIO China, we will be able to raise RMB funding in the future. As per the RMB fundraising, we definitely have a clear timetable. We hope to close the deal in the foreseen future. So far, we are on schedule.
It took Tesla 16 years to become profitable. How long is it going to take NIO?
You can't ask a 4 or 5-year-old toddler to make money. I think it's quite difficult. If you look at Tesla, it has been established for 16 years. NIO has only been established for over 4 years. I'm sure that we don't need over a decade to make profit.
So what are the plans for the United States? If you're not expanding in 2020, how are you thinking about the United States as a market long term?
I'm currently leading a team who's been working so hard, aiming to answer the question, what do NIO's product and service, NIO's community, mean to the US customers? What is the correct way to provide service to them? We will start to provide our service after we figure it out.
We believe NIO has been through these attacks from short sellers in past, but still managed to come out of it. Most quality growth stocks will eventually not be contained by short sellers, and a quality stock like NIO will in the end come back very strongly from this. There has also been a confirmation that NIO will give out official details next month, regarding their move into the European markets later this year. We are extremely bullish on NIO, and still have an optimistic price target of $100 by the end of 2021.